Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are gonna be ranking Phase 4 or 4. No, Phase 4 or 4 or 4 if you're fans of East Gun Boom of the MCU, which is also the start of what is my favorite saga, the multiverse saga, because I like multiverse. Yeah, multiverse is one of my favorite stuff, which is why you see it a lot in my G1 episodes. And yeah, this phase. Now, to other people, this is apparently known as a controversial phase, as in there were some installments that were good, and there were some that were apparently not good at all. Apparently. So, we're just gonna talk about Phase 4. Well, this is supposed to be a ranking video, so I'm supposed to rank all these installments. 14 of them. Well, actually, it's 18, but I'm not counting the animated stuff like What If, I Am Groot, and the special productions, stations like World by Night and the Holiday Special, because I like putting them in their own category. And to be fair, if Kevin Feige did that with What If, I Am Groot, so why not I do the same thing? And also same with the just a presentation, because well, they also feel like they're in their own category. So yeah, we're just only gonna talk about the main movies and main shows. So I guess we could get started. Let's start with WandaVision, I guess. This installment was unique because this time it was an MCU Disney Plus original show. It has 9 episodes, and also this was a sitcom. And you probably don't know this, but I actually like sitcoms, mainly the Nickelodeon and Disney, some of the Disney XD channel sitcoms. All the old ones. I never watched any of the new sitcoms made from both, just some old ones from like 2014, 15, 12 and such. And what is there to say? And yeah, I really like the sitcom stuff. Also, like how this had lots of returning characters for this. So besides besides how this show's about Wanda, well, mainly Wanda, Vision feels like a secondary character, yet still, even though it's called WandaVision. But also some other characters that are returned. With, for example, you had Monica Rambeau from Captain Marvel, but now she's an adult. Had Darcy from Thor, the 2 Thor films. You also had Jimmy Woo from Ant-Man and the Wasp. Were any other returning characters? Oh yes, there's Quicksilver. Oh, not really. For changing it up, they brought in the person who played as the X-Men version of Pietro in this show, which of course just blew all our minds when we watched it. Also, there was the reveal of the villain, Agatha Harkness, who is now getting her own show as well. So in Phase 5. So yeah, and also, and to be fair, I remember being thrown off by the sitcom parts, and I think it was in one of the in the first like Super Bowl teaser, because I remember seeing the freaking a video of showing it at Comic-Con. Then I watched the Disney Plus announcement video of it. Yeah, I did not hear about how it would be past sitcom, so I was surprised about some of the stuff. Also, never watched any of the theory videos, so I was shocked to hear that Wanda made the hex. Though I started watching them like half in between, so I saw the theories about Agnes being Agatha. But yeah, also the dark hole, that new thing that's later shown in multiverse. Well, more in depth. Well, they're exploring multiverse. Hey, yeah, this was a great show. Great start. And so now I'm gonna put this in a 13. Just because it's in a 13 doesn't mean it's bad. It's just that everything else that were in this were more more enjoyable. But this was still very enjoyable. So let me just put this. I'm gonna put this in between Iron Man 3 and Iron Man 2. There you go. Put it up at forgot what number. Well, whatever number it is, there it is, right there. Actually, you know what? I can figure this out. Puts it at a 15. There, it's a 15. Alright. Alright. Okay. The next installment. Wait, I forgot. To be fair, I don't think I ever say the release dates anymore. Yeah, I never set the release dates. I barely say the release dates, I think. So next is Falcon and the Winter Soldier. This was another great show. As I said, this was an MCU film, but in 6 episodes. Again, this had a lot of returning characters. Well, not as much as WandaVision, but still a few returning characters. Well, of course, you had Falcon, the main character, the Winter Soldier, also the main character, though Falcon's more of a focus. You had Zemo from Civil War, Sharon Carter from Winter Soldier and Civil War. Anyone else? And you had Io, or Ayo, I don't know how to pronounce it, from Black Panther and Civil War. I think made an appearance in Infinity War and Endgame, I'm not sure if she appeared in those 2 films, but yeah, she appeared here in this film. In this show. And of course, wait, I forgot to talk about how in the end of WandaVision, Wanda actually becomes the Scarlet Witch. I guess those 2. But the same thing happens with Falcon here. He fully becomes Captain America in here, because if you know, in the Endgame, he was given the shield. And yeah, we also had John Walker, and of course Valentina, who we later see in other Phase 4 films, who turns John Walker into the U.S. agent, who we're gonna see later in the Thunderbolts. And what else was there? Also that end credit scene of where Sharon Carter started using buyers for stuff. Oh right, for like government stuff. But yeah, in general, another great show. So I'm gonna put Falcon and Winter Soldier in 11. And again, all the other stuff was just like a lot got here. But hold on, let me see where I'm gonna put Falcon and Winter Soldier in the actual Phase 1 to 4 ranking. So for Phase 4, it's 11, but in here it's between Black Panther and Ant-Man the Wasp, which makes it at a 13. So there you go. Alright, next is Loki. Now this film, I remember this, a show about Loki, and I remember getting so confused with what's gonna happen. Now, of course, I saw the trailer, learned about the TVA and stuff. Then the show came out talking about how there used to be a multiverse. In the media, I saw that. I knew that this would lead up to Spider-Man No Way Home and Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Because that was when we knew Spider-Man No Way Home was gonna be multiversal themed. I guess also with Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. So yeah. You had Loki, getting pursued by the TVA. You have Owen Wilson as Mobius, the same dude who voiced Lightning McQueen. So, guess you could say Lightning McQueen's in the MCU. And also you had Lady Loki. No, well, Sylvie. Yeah, that's the name, Sylvie. Also had the return of Lady Sif from the first 2 Thor films. Not only that, in the end, you had what now we know is the main villain of the multiverse saga. And as soon as I saw him, I knew that was Kang, because I saw Kevin Feige's presentation saying that Kang the Conqueror will be played by Jonathan Majors. And we're seeing theories, everyone's saying that Kang would be in the end of the show. And here he was there, and I knew this was all gonna also lead up to Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, where I kind of thought it would wrap it up. Though now seeing this, we know Ant-Man and the Wasp is not gonna wrap up the Kang story at all. Especially now after learning in the end with season 2, that was more insane. Because here's the thing, WandaVision and Falcon and Winter Soldier are not getting second seasons, but Loki is getting a second season, which we're later gonna see sometime this year. And yeah, and also we saw the creation of the multiverse. That was God tier for me. So yeah, I put this at an 8. It's still a good show, even though it's at 8. Look, for instance, I'm gonna put this in between Guardians of the Galaxy and the Avengers film, which puts it at, so far, an 11. So yeah. Alright, next up is Black Widow. Oh, this was also nice because it was basically going back to the movie theaters, because the last time I went to the movie theaters was to watch Sonic the Hedgehog movie. Yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog. And now going back there, seeing the MCU intro, seeing basically a Marvel movie in a theater, or any movie in a theater, that was very nice to watch. Also that intro, that intro of Black Widow, that was very scary, but yet also so cool. Yeah, that intro was. Also, we got the introduction of Black Widow's family. Elena, who we later see in Hawkeye. Red Garnet, who we're going to see played by David Harbour from Stranger Things, who's going to appear in Thunderbolts. And Melina, I think that's the name. Also Taskmaster, who I later see in the Spider-Man PS4 game. And Dreykov, I guess, who apparently was mentioned in the Avengers and I never noticed. Oh yeah, the end credits of where it shows Elena going to her grave, and then out of shock, Valentina from Falcon the Winter Soldier, basically making that the first time a movie has connected to a Disney Plus show. Though to be fair, no, yeah, that's the first for a movie. But for Phase 4 in general, it was Loki, even though Loki episode 6 came out after the Black Widow movie. Basically, in the episode of Loki, you heard episode 6, you heard Vision's line from WandaVision, not like a line from Civil War or something. But really, this is the first one was when Valentina appeared from a Disney Plus show, making you kind of had to watch Winter Soldier to understand the end credits. So yeah, this was a good movie. So I'm gonna put this at a 12. Wasn't as good as Falcon Winter Soldier and Loki, but it was still a good installment. So I'm putting this between Ant-Man and the Wasp and Iron Man 3, which should make it a, what would it make it? I'm gonna lose count. I want to say no. It's not gonna make it 13 because we yeah. I don't know what the number's gonna be. I'm gonna lose count on this. So don't. I'll just say like 14. That's where it puts it for now. I'm not entirely sure. Alright, let's move on to, here we go. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. I remember first hearing this in the Comic-Con, how it was going to be about the Ten Rings, something that we've apparently seen in Iron Man, a little bit of Iron Man 2, and Iron Man 3, and apparently a little bit in Ant-Man. And the Mandarin. I remember how the Mandarin was fake, and that how in this film we're gonna see the real Mandarin. And also the character Shang-Chi. I really like the TV spots, how they're saying, yeah, we're introducing a new Avenger, because technically this was indeed the first film in Phase 4 that had a new character, because the past four installments were about returning characters. They just now finally have an installment about themselves, but Shang-Chi was like the first new character having his own film. And it was very good for the start of a film. You had Shang-Chi and his characters, Katie Shi-Ling, Wenwu. You had a cameo of Clef from Spider-Man Homecoming. You had Trevor from Iron Man 3. You had the introduction of Ta Lo. You also had something of the Night of the Dweller, that final boss that they had to deal with in the end of the film. Also, Wong and Abomination. They cameoed in this film. Even more, Bruce Banner and Captain Marvel in the end credits, talking about how the Ten Rings are super important because they're sending out some beacon. And now people are saying this is something related to do with Kang, which would be insane if that's true. Especially now seeing some rings in the Quantumania trailer that they say that they look like Shang-Chi's rings. But we're gonna have to see when the trailer comes out tomorrow, the second trailer of Ant-Man, to see if more information of how this would be connected to Shang-Chi. So yeah. This was a nice film. So I put this at a 6 in the Phase 4 ranking. And for it in general, I'll put it in between Captain America, Winter Soldier, and Thor Ragnarok. Yeah. Alright, next up is... well, this is a good one. Eternals. Another film. I remember first hearing this. That film that would originally come out after Black Widow. And actually, originally was going to be the first film to come out in Phase 4, actually. It was originally going to come out in February 2021. But of course, it got delayed and is coming out in November. I remember watching a fake trailer of it because I thought it was real. And so then I was excited during May when... actually, at first in May when footage of Eternals was revealed in that special video. And even more excited when the trailer even came out 4 weeks later. No, 3 weeks later. 3 to 4 weeks later. And yeah, seeing how we learned a lot of stuff here. That's actually connected to MCU. It gave people a reason to why Thanos was right, though he's not. Not really, because he killed Spider-Man. And we gave us loads of Thanos lore, starting with he has a brother named Star Fox. Who saw that coming? I didn't know Thanos had a brother until this film. They also had the introduction of Deviants, with one of them actually being played by the same person who played as Pennywise. In fact, when I rewatch Eternals, I can actually hear a little bit of Pennywise's voice in the Deviant. Oh, they also had Pip the Troll, played by Patton Oswalt, who plays Jesse from Minecraft Story Mode. And MODOK from that show, even though I never watched the MODOK show. I still wonder if they're gonna let him voice act as MODOK here. Most likely not. They're not, because he's already voicing someone. So yeah, there goes Patton Oswalt voicing MODOK in the MCU. At least he's still in the MCU. What else is there? Oh, I guess we have the main Eternals themselves. Okay, I'm gonna try to remember all of them, all their names. Ajax, Cersei, Icarus, Kingo, Phastos, Sprite, Druid. Oh no, hold on. Athena, Gilgamesh, and this is one I keep forgetting. You know, I gotta figure this out. There's always one that I cannot remember the name of. Makari, there we go. I found it. I found the name Makari. There it is. Yeah, I don't know why I keep forgetting that one. But yeah, that's all 10 Eternals. With I guess the inclusion of Star Fox as the Eternal. And Thanos. Apparently Thanos is also Eternal-ish, but he's purple because apparently he's also kind of a deviant. Oh, he has the deviant gene, so yeah, we learned. So yeah, because of this film, we learned a lot of Thanos, so it gets a 9. It wasn't good as Loki and Shang-Chi, but this was still a good film. So I'm gonna put this. In between Black Panther and the Falcon the Winter Soldier. I'm not sure what number that makes it, but you'll see it there. Alright, what's next? Oh, here we go. Hawkeye. Now, this may sound controversial to you, but this is actually my favorite Disney Plus show in Phase 4. Let me explain why. First of all, it's about Hawkeye, an OG Avenger. Second of all, it's Christmas themed. And I liked Iron Man 3 because of its Christmas theme, so the fact that this one is fully focused Christmas made it better. And third of all, Kingpin appeared in this show. That was insane, seeing Kingpin. And also how, basically what this show's about is Clint Barton meeting this new person named Kate Bishop, who now we know is going to be the new Hawkeye. MCU. And also, you remember the Arrow CW show? And how he died, saving the multiverse in, the DC universe. So, seeing this new character with a boner just kind of reminded me of Arrow, even though apparently there's rumors about him returning in Flash Season 9. That would be cool if he did. Though I'm not entirely sure if he is gonna return. But also that Kingpin. I remember hearing rumors about Kingpin appearing in the show. We had a hint of it, hearing a laugh and seeing some giant guy, with Echo, who's also Echo's now getting her own show, originally in June, but now it's been delayed to December. So there's that, and what else is there? Oh, also that musical, that was great, and also how this thing actually kind of connected to No Way Home with the musical, with the Daredevil characters. And yeah, this was just this was a very, and also how funny and entertaining the show was. So yeah, this is my favorite show, which is why I was putting it at a 2 at the Phase 4 thing. And I'm putting this at between Infinity War and Far From Home. So yeah, this was a very entertaining show. And now, speaking of favorites, let's go on to my favorite film, Spider-Man No Way Home. This film not only blew me, but blew everyone up. At first, all we knew was just it was gonna be the third Spider-Man film. It was gonna be about Peter Parker's identity being revealed. Then I heard rumors about, oh, Doctor Strange is gonna be this film. Doc Ock from the Sam Raimi universe is gonna be in this film. Electro from the Amazing Spider-Verse universe is gonna be in this film. At first, I didn't really believe them because I wanted to see a trailer. And then I saw the trailer, and Doctor Strange was in it. Multiverse was in it. Doc Ock was in it. Green Goblin is in it. Though, even though I didn't notice him the first time because, I don't know, I just didn't. I saw the official poster and how it showed him in his Iron Spider suit. Actually, the Iron Spider suit is used in most of the promo of No Way Home. Does that basically mean that the Iron Spider suit is the main suit of the film? I'm not sure. Well, also, but in the second trailer, reveal Lizard, Sandman, is in this film. Electro as well. Electro was in this film. What else? Oh yeah, Daredevil made a cameo, being Spider-Man's lawyer, which is why I kind of want to see him in at least one of the Spider-Man films, or Spider-Man appearing in Daredevil. I don't know, either one of those. Oh, you also had that golden spider suit, which was basically, we now know, golden black suit, which we now know is now it's just the Far From Home suit, but upside down. No, inside out. And also my favorite suit, the Spider-Man hybrid suit. Why do I like this suit? Because it combines one which was my favorite suits. The upgrade suit for Far From Home and the Iron Spider suit. So the fact that they did the idea just combining them was insane. Also, what else was saying? Oh yeah, Aunt May dies in this film. Yeah, that's insane. And then after that, insanely, was Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire as Spider-Man appeared in this film, and they all teamed up in a final battle in the Statue of Liberty. Which was also I wanted a battle in the Statue of Liberty, but apparently there was never been one, maybe because that was the battle in the first X-Men film, and because of that, they decided to not do battles in the Statue of Liberty, at least until, of course, Spider-Man No Way Home. And also how this was multiverse. This introduced the multiverse, even though it was thought of as a lie by Mysterio. Then now in this next Spider-Man film, we have the multiverse. Though it was gonna cause and lead to a multiversal war until Spider-Man did this spell, making everyone forgetting him. Well, not that he was Spider-Man. That's about him in general. I wish it was gonna be him. People were forgetting that he was Spider-Man, but now was basically forgetting him as a whole. So what basically happened is he went homeless. No one knew him, but no, he found an apartment, and he basically fully became Spider-Man. Because apparently back then, he wasn't really Spider-Man because he had all Tony Stark's tech, but because he lost that, he fully became Spider-Man with giving him back his red and blue suit, which we're gonna see more of in Spider-Man 4, whenever that comes out. So yeah, this was my favorite film. So of course this is putting at a 1, and a 1 in the Phase 1 too. So there it is at a 4. I'm at a 1 in both of those. And yeah, all right, now we're getting to the 2022 films installments. Alright, let's start off with Moon Knight. So again, this was a show. So we first had films introducing new characters. Now these are shows introducing new characters. And this film was very dark. Well, it wasn't dark. It was dark. Yeah, it was kind of dark. And it was insanity. Basically, it's about someone named Mark Spector who has this weird disorder where he has multiple identities, kind of like Green Goblin from the last film. Well, kind of, where he had two personalities, Norman Osborn and the Green Goblin. Mark Spector, though, originally we think it's 2, but later in the end credits we learned there's 3. Oh, I forgot about the end credits of Spider-Man No Way Home where there's Venom. Yeah, okay, but anyways, on to Moon Knight. So there's the first one, Mark Spector, who we see in like the later in the show, who we first see first and is Stephen Grant. And Stephen Grant was originally the one taking control of the body mostly, but then it became Mark Spector by the end, kind of. And then in the Quiz, you learn about the third one, Jake Lockley, a more hostile. You have Stephen Grant, who's not hostile. You have Mark Spector, who's a mercenary, so he's a little hostile. Then you have Jake Lockley, who's the most super hostile. And they're all possessed by Khonshu, a ancient Egypt moon god. Also, we get into ancient Egypt lore. And this was interesting to me because in Plants vs. Zombies 2, the first world there was ancient Egypt. So now seeing it in the MCU, that was cool for me. And you also had Artho who is later possessed by Ahmet, an alligator thing. And you made a hippo named Tawat, I think, who possesses crap, I forgot her name. Layla, something like that. And she becomes the Scarlet Scarab. And not only that, also how Mark Spence the Moon Knight. There's basically this guy who he has super healing, super strength, and he attacks people with moon things. Yeah, like that. And also we had the introduction of Whelm. More introduction. How there's multiple ancestral places. Like they mentioned the ancestral plane for Black Panther. And there's the Duat, and we later see in Thor: Love and Thunder, Valhalla. I guess the Nor is more of the Nor dimension. That's more of a dimension than an afterlife. Yeah. So yeah, this was a nice show. A lot of intensity and stuff. So I'm putting this at a 7, the Phase 4 ranking. And I'm gonna put it in between Thor Ragnarok and Guardians of the Galaxy. So, alright. What's next? Oh, here we go. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Yeah. The film after Spider-Man No Way Home. This film, I remember first hearing this in the Comic-Con thing. Seeing how I was shocked how this was multiverse because of how Mysterio said it was a lie, and of course Kevin Steiner says just because Mysterio says lies about it doesn't mean we cannot introduce the multiverse. And of course, hearing how this film was going to be a horror film all the way back in 2019, yet I still wasn't prepared for the horrorness that was in the film. Also seeing Wanda Maximoff was going to appear in this film, though I thought she was going to be a teammate. Even the TV spots and trailers were saying she was, well, not really a teammate, but like kind of a teammate, but not that villainous. Though of course in the film we learned that she's the main villain of it all. Also got an introduction of America Chavez, who has insane powers to actually travel the multiverse. What else is there? Also, we learned that the MCU is apparently 616, and the Earth they're in is actually Earth 838, which is almost similar to Mysterio's, what Mysterio claimed to be his Earth, which was 833. And also we got the introduction of the Illuminati. And we got to see a live-action Captain Carter from What If, Black Bolt from the apparently Inhuman show. You had a Maria Rambeau version of Captain Marvel, where basically what if Maria Rambeau becomes the Marvel. I wonder if we can see that in What If season 2. Well, we're not sure. And of course, the one that shocked us all, Reed Richards. Yeah. I did watch the Fantastic Four, at least the first one. I never watched the sequel and the remake. So it was really cool seeing Reed Richards in this film and hearing about a Fantastic Four film. And of course, the main big one, Charles Xavier from the X-Men films, the same one by Patrick Stewart. Then of course they all got killed by Wanda, and even some of them having gruesome deaths. That was hard to watch. And then what else is there? Also, the introduction of incursions, and how everyone's now been. This was led to everyone saying that this would lead into a Avengers Secret War film, and now we know because of the recent Comic-Con that there is a Avengers Secret Wars coming out. Though before that would be Avengers Kang Dynasty. And of course, the Scarlet Witch dies, or did she? Basically, she drops the entire building of Wundagore, which everyone's saying this is gonna be connected to the High Evolutionary, who is coming to Guardians of the Galaxy 3 somehow. But yeah, she basically drops the entire temple on her, and you see some red spark, and people are saying that means she died, but some people say that she lived. I'm not entirely sure what's gonna happen. I don't know if Wanda Maxwell is dead or not. We're gonna have to see in the later films. Also, the end credits scene showing another new character, Clea, and they're going to the Dark Mansion in the next Doctor Strange film. Also, how Doctor Strange possessed himself and became a zombie. That was something to watch. And also how Doctor Strange got a third eye. But that was because the other Doctor Strange variant he meant had a third eye. So yeah, this was another great film. So I put this at a 6. No wait, I put it at I put it at a 4 in the Phase 4 ranking. But for all the phases, I am putting it between Spider-Man Far From Home and Spider-Man Homecoming. Alright, what's next? Alright, Miss Marvel. This film was also good. It gave me Spider-Man Homecoming vibes. Well, that's because it's also about a teenager in high school, which makes sense. So this is the character Miss Marvel, Kamala Khan, and actually a recent released superhero, because apparently she was released I think in 2013, and now almost 10 years later she gets her own show basically. Yeah, but it's basically about her unleashing some bangle, which everyone's also saying this is connected to Shang-Chi, especially how in one of the episodes we see they go to a temple and they see a marking of the 10 rings there, which really shocked me. They're also interested in Adventure Con. Wonder if we'll see the Adventure Con 2 some point. What else is there? There is the... Oh, there also is the introduction of... Forgot. Oh yeah, the Northern Dimension and Jinns. Which I knew only Jinns from Ninjago, with Nadakam being a Jinn, but these are different kinds of Jinns, not the orange genies that can grant wishes but with a twist. Oh, also how in one of the episodes she time traveled, but did not create an alternate universe. Now we are now theorizing that that's Kang's purpose. Oh, He Who Remains did that on purpose somehow. But then also the DODC, who appeared in Spider-Man No Way Home, though actually apparently appeared in Homecoming, but though the version that we see him now in No Way Home makes a little appearance here, basically making a connection, basically making that you had to watch No Way Home to understand some stuff here. Though you have to watch No Way Home and Multiverse of Madness to understand the multiverse there. So, oh, I forgot to mention Lelena and Hawkeye, didn't I? Yeah. Great. Well, that would make that the first Phase 4 movie connection. We're talking about Miss Marvel now. Also, the ending where she became a where we learned she was a mutant. That shocked me because we found five mutants in the MCU. Though apparently in the comics she's an Inhuman. Though I'm not sure what Inhumans are, so well, I don't know how to save that for like saga for the third saga, phase 7 to 9. But here's this phase. What? I'm lost in track. I'm losing track already. What? But yeah, that's Miss Marvel. So I put this at a 10, and I'm gonna put this in between Eternals and Falcon the Winter Soldier. So yeah, it wasn't as good as all the other stuff, but it was still a good installment. Wasn't bad. Alright, next is, oh here we go, Thor Love and Thunder. This was entertaining because it had loads and loads of comedy. Though for some reason no one likes that much comedy in this film. I don't know why. Probably because they're more used to the darker stuff. But this film was pure comedy with the goats, the jokes. What else was there? I don't know. Huh. Well, anyways, this film was also great because there was a cameo of the Guardians, who we're gonna see in Volume 3, and I guess the holiday special that came out recently. Well, 2 months ago. Almost 2 months ago. Yeah, they introduced the Mighty Thor, which is Jane Foster with Mjolnir. We got the introduction of Olympus, which I've seen a lot in Kingdom Hearts. Same with Zeus, and later in credits. Alright, where was I? I think let's talk about Hercules. Oh wait, go to the God Butcher. I think that's what this is talking next. So yeah, he's the main villain of it, and he's the God Butcher. Yeah, basically. Yeah, and also we see Eternity, and also the place that they were at when they made Eternity to me kind of looked like the final world from Kingdom Hearts 3 for some reason. And also Thor gets a kid named Love. Well, not really his kid, it's more Korra's kid, but he adopts her, so yeah. So yeah, and also Hercules. First seen him in Kingdom Hearts 3, now he's in the MCU. So I put this at a 5 in the Phase 4 ranking, and I'm gonna put Thor Love and Thunder in between Spider-Man Homecoming and Captain America Civil War, which makes it at 8, I think. Alright, next one. She-Hulk, Attorney at Law. Alright. Now, was this as enjoying as all the other stuff? Kind of. It was a sitcom as well, MCU sitcom, like WandaVision, but instead of actually acting like a sitcom, it was like those more PG-13 sitcoms that don't have the laugh feature and they're just comedy. But yeah, there was that Daredevil stuff. That was super cool. And cameos of Hulk, Abomination Wong. And that massive fourth wall break in the end, and seeing Kevin. I mean, it wasn't that enjoyable, but it got enjoyable in the end. It wasn't enjoyable, but it was enjoyable. That is to me it. So I put it. I guess I didn't say what the main character is. So, what was I gonna say? It's basically about Bruce's cousin named Jennifer, and they got into a car crash, and she got infused with Hulk's blood, and she became a She-Hulk. Oh, also we get to learn that Hulk has a son named Scar. Yeah, I almost forgot about that. So yeah, I'll put She-Hulk Attorney at Law at a 14, but for the actual weekend, it's in between Thor: The Dark World and Captain America: The First Avenger. So you see, it's not bad. It's not that good, but it's not that bad. Oh, here we go. The last film. Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. This was deep, especially when T'Challa died. Well, basically that's the whole point of it, because it's not only T'Challa who died, it was also the main actor himself who died. And this film was a nice tribute to him. And oh, okay. Before, I just realized it's not out on Disney Plus, so I'm gonna put in a spoiler warning, because I didn't put a spoiler with the other ones, but I'm pretty sure by now a lot of people have known about it. But I'm putting a spoiler warning to this one only because it's not out on Disney Plus. So go watch Wakanda Forever. It's still in theaters, I'm pretty sure. Alright, now I'm getting into the spoiler stuff. So basically, it's a year after T'Challa's death. And basically, Wakanda has stopped showing the whole world vibranium. And they're all planning on going to war with it. First of all, Valentina makes an appearance in this film. Last seen her in Black Widow and Falcon the Winter Soldier. Got the introduction of Ironheart, Riri Williams, who's gonna also have her own show. And you have Namor the Submariner and all of Talokan. That was so cool to see. The fact that this is an ocean themed film. Well, it's gonna have underwater, how it had underwater battles. That was amazing. And to be fair, the 3 films of 2023 were all good, because one was multiverse, one was comedy, and one was ocean. So yeah, I always wanted to have underwater battles in the MCU, and now we do. Well, ocean themed battles. And though it was the unsuspected Queen Ramona death, even though I saw some leak that said M'Baku was gonna die, but no, that didn't happen. Anyways, what else was there? Oh, the end credits though. We learned T'Challa did have a son that's also named T'Challa, which people are thinking that's gonna be the next Black T'Challa for the whole thing. Also, by the way, if there's a 3rd Black Panther film, for some reason, because of all the stuff that's happening, how America's gonna go to war. Well, loads of the countries are going to be going to war. Do you think that the title could be called Black Panther World War 3? Because here's the thing. When I was asked about this, I said this would be another civil war, but nah. They said it would be more, so I thought World War 3, and the person was like, yeah. So maybe Black Panther 3 could be called Black Panther World War 3. Though I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna fit that in with Phase 6. So that might be like a Phase 7 plan. I'm not entirely sure. Is there anything else to say? Yeah, I really have nothing else to say. But I'm gonna put this at a 3 in Phase 4 and a 6 in Wakanda Forever, basically put it in between Far From Home and Multiverse of Madness. There you go! There's the entirety. There's my full-on ranking of Phase 1 to 4. There it is right there. I finished it. So yeah. So tomorrow, which is fitting because tomorrow we're gonna have a new trailer for Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Well, at least when it's uploaded. To me, it's 2 days. And after that is Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania is coming out. I might make a video of it, about it, and probably fit it in with the ranking. Though of course I'll better when the Phase 5 is complete, I'll do a Phase 5 ranking. But yeah, that'll be it, the video. Hope you all enjoy. Please subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.